Subscribe to the Donnie Houston podcast, man.
Donnie Houston.
Yeah, man, it's going down to Donnie Houston podcast. I am Donnie Houston. Check it out, man. We got a special guest, you know what I'm saying? Representing the Southside, man. You know what I'm saying? We talking about OGs in the game, man. We talking about OGs of the H. We talking about OGs of the Slab, you know what I'm saying? We talking about South Acres, man. You know what I'm saying? We talking about OG Charlie Franks. What's going down, man?
Man, what's going on, man? I'm happy to be here. It took us a minute, but we finally locked in and able to sit down and have a little powwow. You dig?
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, man, what's going down, baby?
Oh man, everything good, man. I want to go ahead and try to get a few of these shouts out, man, before I get started. You know what I'm saying? My boy Damon T. White with a few good men.
Shout out them boys.
Yeah. And my collaboration with Street Flavor. You know what I'm saying? And D Solo. You know, he one of the pillars of the hip hop community in Houston. You know, he the visual artist aspect of what Screw do. You know what I'm saying? He give us a platform for artists to get on, and it's like a perfect marriage because I'm street and he the hip hop flavor, and it all go together. So, you know what I'm saying? I got to give a shout out to the Dream Team. But yeah, other than that, everything Gucci, baby. What's up with it?
I'm chilling, man, chilling. So, man, you know, when we talk about this H, and we talking about Southside, we talking about history, we talking about Slab, slow down music, all that. You know, you at the core of a lot of that.
Yeah.
Because like we were saying, you know, the Slab thing, it's in phases.
Right.
When we talking about the Slab, you know what I'm saying? But when you talk about phase one, when we talking about that early 80s to mid 80s area of the Slab, bro, that's what you come from.
Yeah. I come from the meat and potatoes of the game. You know what I'm saying? When the game was made, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, out of that came a lot of other things like code and ethics, you feel me? Like, so, you know, in the 80s, you know, the auto theft game was real heavy. And so, you know, when guys would put their cars together, you know, you do it through the auto theft game. You know what I'm saying? But there was a code with that too, though. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, when we bust down cars, we breaking bread, we get money. You know what I'm saying? And so we took care of one another. You know what I'm saying? But
so you saying there'd be a group of guys to say, man, we gonna all do one particular car. We all out here hitting licks and we coming together with whatever we finding, and we just keeping it real on that.
And when we were selling it, we busting it down. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody eating. You know what I'm saying? And I think that mentality kind of transitioned into the game. That's why when you seen when the dope game blew in the dope game blew in the late 80s and 90s, that's when you seen whole cliques, everybody eating, everybody looked like they had money because it was a mentality. You know what I'm saying? We make sure everybody eat. It's kind of on among thieves type thing. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, you look at, you know, crews and pretty much everybody isolated. Niggas don't kind of take care of one another like they supposed to. You feel me?
What do you think was the change in that, though? What do you think started that change?
I think you know, during the phase of like the crack phase, I think a lot of morals and principles got lost in that phase because people was on drugs, so they couldn't hand down morals and principles, certain morals and principles. Like I see people online and, you know, they be talking about relationships and stuff, and females and males, they don't even understand two-income households no more. You feel what I'm saying? How do people think we was able to get on our feet after slavery and Reconstruction?
Keep that family together, man.
It was two-income households. The men couldn't afford the jobs that was relegated for white men wasn't relegated for black men. So mama and daddy had to work. You feel me? Mama was doing whatever work she was doing, working for white folks at their houses. The old man was getting it with a trader in the field. They putting their money together, they saving their money, then they open them up a business. Their business take off, they don't have to work as hard no more. That's how they did it. Two-income households. Two mature people, two adults come together, putting it together, making it work. That's how it happened.
Yeah.
People don't even know the basics no more. These women now, they think everybody's supposed to be an athlete or something they seen on TV, man.
When that's not reality.
And that's not even reality. What you think the percentage of black millionaires in America is?
15.
15? Man, no, man. It's probably like 1%.
Of millionaires?
Of black millionaires, black male millionaires.
A black man. Oh, shit.
Because you got all of these women, they looking for athletes, rappers, and, millionaires, but y'all all chasing this 1%. It's not even realistic.
And then then you gotta, well, I wanted to just be me. Of course, come on, man. The man got options, man.
Yeah, but then I guess the whole psychology took over because I asked a chick, I say, would you rather be a poor man's everything or a rich man's side piece?
I already know what
she was down
in today's time.
With the rich man's side piece. So, a lot of morals and principles and things got lost in the game due to the crack era, due to the addiction and people stealing from each other. And you feel what I'm saying? Not taking care of accountability, obligations and shit. Mamas on drugs, dragging kids to crack houses and shit. What do they teach them?
Yeah.
You feel me?
The moral code is shot.
The moral code got shot down. So all of those teachings that mama taught, how you stand up in the kitchen and cook and how grandma cook, man, that got lost. You feel me? Square business.
Man. So, okay, tell me about, cause this what would y'all call that? Cranking or whatever? What was it?
Cranking era?
Yeah.
The cranking era was off the chain, man. It was just I don't know, you just had to have a sense of adventure. You know what I'm saying? You had to have a sense of adventure and not be afraid to walk on the wild side, because you are going to steal somebody's shit. You feel what I'm saying? And so cranking, that's what it was. Like if I go get a car from the junkyard, right? I go get a car from the junkyard. The body is in good shape, but I need a fresh motor and I need fresh insides. You know what I'm saying? I need to get this boy right. I need to go steal a car just like this car to take the motor out, or take the guts out. You feel what I'm saying? And get it ready. Then I can go put it in the paint. You feel me? Once I get the motor right, I get the guts and everything how I want it. You know what I'm saying? And I just took all this shit off a stolen car. I just took all this shit and put it on my car.
Are these cars that you seeing, or you going and looking to see, or you going looking for
you going looking.
Yeah.
You every now and then you might, you know what I'm saying?
Come across something.
You might come, it might just fall in your lap, but you got to go case and look at, oh, damn, okay, that motherfucker, I'm going to have to get that hoe. And then you going to get whatever night is the night.
So you spend the day looking, and then the night, that's when you come hit the lick.
Then you regulate and figure out which day you're going to come get it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just like that. And so that's
Was it a lot of money in that? It was more so about just getting what you needed for your thing and making sure your people was good and all that.
It's money on different levels, right? So Grand Theft Auto is when you're getting cars that's worth over a certain amount of money, like $150,000 car, something like that. That's Grand Theft Auto. You know what I'm saying? Auto theft, regular auto theft is under that. You know what I'm saying? Like $50,000 cars, $60,000 cars, shit like that. But Grand Theft Auto, you done took some major shit.
But I'm saying are you on the getting money side of it? Are you doing it? Is it a lot of money being made from cranking, or is this more so we just doing this to get our shit right and make sure we clean?
I mean,
save money on that end type thing.
It was sustainable. You feel what I'm saying? I know some professional thieves. These boys professionals. Know how to turn alarms off. You feel me? You nigga turn your alarm off, throw your alarm out on your porch. You got your car and gone, man. Professionals. You know what I'm saying?
How long it take to hit that kind of lick? When you say I'm finna go get a car, how long y'all in and out? How long is it taking?
It don't take nothing but like 10 seconds at the most to get a car.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Back then. It's no more than 10 seconds. You know what I'm saying?
7 seconds. No shit.
Yeah, it don't take long. You in there, pop, boom, gone. You feel me?
Damn.
Yeah, it don't take long.
And this all tied into the stealing of the swangers and
the stealing of the swangers. You know what I'm saying? It was a crazy game because you know what I'm saying, boy, catch you slipping, man. You come out there, man, your car sitting on the ground. You know what I'm saying?
Not even on bricks, flat on the ground.
I'm talking about on the belly. And so then you thinking about I got to go get me some. Now you got to get some, or you gonna put your order in, and somebody gonna go get you some. You feel me? But it was like that. It was like you know what I'm saying? It was like a merry-go-round because, like you say, it wasn't like they was still creating them. It wasn't like they was still making them. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't making them.
And so this, when we talking about cranking years, what would you say? This is about 80 what to 80 what?
Like 82 to like
85, 6 when the crack just really just turned up.
About 86, 87 and 88, crack was booming. You feel what I'm saying? Crack was booming. 87, 80, what is it? 87, 88, 86, 87, 88, like 86 through 88, like crack was booming. You feel me? So the auto theft game was phasing out. You know what I'm saying? And the trapping and the dope game had.
Or you started to see your homies like get more money and then you started to ask the questions about, man, what you know?
I just happened to come up in a situation where I grew up around the game because my older brother ran with all of the old heads, you know what I'm saying? Some of the big wigs that was down with the game. He just happened to run with those cats. You feel me? So I used to ride with him and go and, you know, go sit up in these sportsmen's and different things with them guys. And so I stepped off the porch early. I was a lot more advanced than a lot of the cats in my neighborhood because I came up under it. You know what I'm saying?
So you was already into the game while everybody was still cranking?
Yeah. To be honest with you, like, it was like that. Like, so Hiram Clark, the game was happening in Sunnyside before it was happening in Hiram Clark.
I heard about that Sky Plaza, which is crazy.
You feel what I'm saying? We had already moved past, you know what I'm saying? And so I was far more advanced than a lot of cats, man. You know, I really, like, my house was the house that parents told kids not to go to.
Oh, no shit. Oh, you was that kid.
I was the kid they told them not to go play with. You feel me? Don't be,
now we got some perspective. Okay,
don't be dying there with, I was like.
So how young are you when you starting to, you know what I'm saying? If you that kid, like how young are you when you started to get your hands?
Man, I was like 9 years old when I started stealing bikes and shit. You know what I'm saying? I was the whole thing, the mongoose, the PK rippers. From the game. You know what I'm saying? From the bikes to the slabs to the I was down with the game. You feel me?
Man.
You feel me? Yeah.
Man, so okay, you go 9 years old. You talking about bikes? So when you get into the cranking with the cars, how old that?
I was like 11 years old.
11? No shit.
6th grade.
And you was big enough to get in the cars?
We were big niggas, man. Me and like my partners, all my partners, man, we were big young niggas. I don't know why these niggas so small nowadays. Man, these niggas
they got no size on them, man.
Some little frail niggas, man. We were big niggas playing football. I'm talking about playing rough outside, man. How these niggas so frail in their bones? Something they doing with the food, maybe, or something, man. But Yeah, man. So
11 years old, you with the cars already.
I was just cars, trap. You know what I mean?
No
11
shit.
years old. Yeah.
So 11 years old, you in the game and fucking with the
Yeah.
car. All this shit same time.
Yeah.
So you
Square
seeing some money, or you just kind of got like little play money, like I give me some shoes, little shit like
that's
that.
what it was.
Shit that kids wanted. You know what I mean?
You know, that's what it is. Okay, so you get in, and it's like, so the Jordans and shit like that. I was like one of the only niggas that was having like Jordans and shit because their parents wasn't buying them that shit. They was expensive tennis shoes. You know what I'm saying? So I was, you know, doing that shit for, like you say, Jordans, Gazelles.
Just stay fresh and shit.
Yeah, Gazelles. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Jordans, and you feel me? Yeah, coming from a situation where, you know, it wasn't a lot of money going around.
Shit, that's enough.
Yeah, and you know, all my brothers was throwed, man. Man, my brothers, man, them niggas have a car full of yards, all that shit, car full of, yard full of cars, all that shit stolen, man. Yeah, they done covered up the license plates, taking the motors and shit.
And they ain't trying to hide you from nothing. You seeing it all.
I mean,
oh, it's just like, man,
it was just,
it's your brother. This is what I want to do.
Vikings, Valhalla. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Niggas just
with it.
Just with it.
Yeah.
Nature shit, just the nature of a nigga, just, you know, just like
This what's happening. We finna
living off the land type shit, you know. Just So that's what, you know.
But you going to school and all this? You
I'm
still
going to school, man. Man, you know, I made good grades in school, man. I was a very intelligent kid in school. But
and you going to what, Thomas or where you was going?
I went to Woodson.
To Woodson, yeah.
Yeah, Woodson was like Cooley High when we went to Woodson. Oh man,
now see, and this is the other thing too that's so live about you, bro, is that you come from, talk about some of these guys, man, that went on the bit. Like you come from an era of guys that we all grew up knowing, you know what I mean, for being somebody. You know what I mean? Talk about your class,
all
man.
All them niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? So,
like you say, D-Red brought you up. You know what I'm saying? Body Boys. You know what I'm saying? Willeen and brought you up before. I know you know Quanell and all them boys. Toast and all, you know, all that little Q-Dog and all them, man. Come on, man.
All of them, like, it's crazy because ain't nothing but stars and go-getters and shit come from around. Like me and D-Red, we stay right up the street from each other, man. We all used to go swimming at Cloverland Park and shit and play basketball and shit. Go in the morning and get the little juices and them little meals and shit. You know what I'm saying? And, so, you know, we all, it's crazy. We all, you know, it turned out to be like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, none but go-getters. You know what I'm saying? Like you say, me and Quan, we played basketball and shit together at Woodson. You know what I'm saying? Worthing.
Yeah.
Quan was...
I done an interview with him. He done told it, so it's cool if you go, whatever you gonna say, it's cool. Yeah.
See, but you meeting the more refined, manicured version.
No, but he done told me how live he was back in the day, though.
Oh yeah, no, Quan was funny as hell, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Quan
you say he was funny?
Yeah, Quan was hilarious, man. Yeah, Quan was hilarious, but y'all don't even know. You feel me? But you know, and you know, but it's like any other group of, you know, teenagers or kids growing up. You know, you have hoop dreams. You have, and I had a dangerous game, but the game, the streets, is, you know what I mean? It's like that money was right there in your face. It's like, yeah. Options. Okay, you got this money that's right in your face, or you can weather the storm and go a little bit longer, and you could, you know, maybe go pro and make some money like that. But I don't know. I didn't second guess it. I just
went for it
head first. Just fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit. So when you went, so okay, because Quanell was telling me he's like 15, 16, running it up, buying, you know, Jags and all this crazy stuff. How was your trajectory in the game? You know what I'm saying? Like when you get in there, like you said, 11, that was one thing. But when did you say when the crack came? I would say that's probably your money changed from being that 11-year-old when the crack game came to where now we get a different type of money.
Man, I had my first car on swingers when I was like 13, 14 years old. Square business. But I went to state school. I ended up going to state school because I actually caught auto theft case.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I ended up going to state school.
How'd you get caught up?
Shit, man. We ended up at high speed chase. You know what I'm saying? High speed chase, and I wrecked the car, and when I fell in the ditch, the car, the door got jammed. And when the door got jammed, I couldn't get up out that motherfucker. They snatched my ass up out of there. You know what I'm saying? And I had been to juvenile one too many times. They said, no, we're going to keep them.
And this was at what age, you say?
I think I was like 13, 14 years old. Yeah, I was probably about 14 or something like that.
Man. Yeah. But this around the time when you say you put that first slab together, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I had got it. I had got the rims and shit. I put some bang in it and shit, but I ain't never get a chance to really freak it or do nothing with it. You know what I'm saying? But I had got my rims, got my car and shit.
And this is what year would you say this was?
Man, that's like 80, maybe like 80. I don't know. It's probably 86, 87 or something like that. Probably about 86, 87.
86, 87. So we talking about the slab. Is candy a part of the slab gang? We talked about this when you first started seeing candy paint. Now,
right?
Was that going on in the 80s or when you first started seeing the candy paint? Because at first the slab, candy paint wasn't a part of the slab package.
Mainstream.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, mainstream, yeah. Candy paint was like unicornish. You ain't really see it. You know what I mean? And so most people would, most people would riding like straight paint, flakes, you know what I'm saying? Different stuff they was doing to their paints. But, candy didn't become a huge thing until, we all elected to, that's what we wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? We wanted our cars to be candy.
And what was that whole thing where you say we elected? Like, I mean, that's a decision. Like, was everybody coming together and saying like, man, we might want to start riding like this? Or was somebody you saw? Because I had like Stick One tell me, as far as y'all area, him being in dead end, you in South Acres, that's all, connected damn near. He was saying he was the first one to come down the boulevard in the candy.
No, I don't. I'm going to tell you like this here. And I'm going to just say it like this here. The candy culture, we created the candy culture. So, and people can take it they could take it how they want to take it, but everybody in the streets bear witness. I don't got to say nothing. I could bring real niggas from the street, and they gonna say, oh, hell yeah, OD Toast, Quincy, Trev, them niggas, yeah, them niggas started that shit. The streets gonna say it. I ain't got to say nothing. You feel me? So you nigga can go around here and they can say whatever they want to say, but it's what you say and what the streets know, because it can be easily verified. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people wasn't doing what we was doing. The people that we had access to these people before this shit even became fashionable. You know what I'm saying? Like, my brother really was that dude. You feel me? And so when
was he on the slab too, or just you talking about streets and just in the game? He was
slapping too, candy, everything. You feel me? So everybody, this is how we had the red line, the slabs and different things
so
like that.
So y'all had the red line back then?
Way back. So the thing is like,
before the 90s crack, y'all had. Yeah,
this was right at the 90s. Right at
89, 90.
89, 90. You feel me? So when it came down to like...
And when you say red, who the first people in this first red line?
That was us.
Yeah.
You feel
me?
Say
us, who some of the...
Me, Quincy, Toast, Trev, Fat George, Big Snoop. Man, it's about 20, at least about 15, 20 niggas from South Acres.
Y'all all red.
Yeah. Kilo. You know what I'm saying? So it was everybody now. See, we caught the game before a lot of people.
That's what I'm gonna say. Y'all was so early with so much, like you say, with the Slab, but even when we talking about with Screw, you know what I'm saying? Somebody was telling me, Screw had a close affiliation with SA Fools and all of that. You know what I mean?
Screw was our personal DJ. You gotta think about this here. Look at what Brad was rapping about versus what everybody else was rapping about. You feel what I'm saying? Look at what he was rapping about versus what everybody else was rapping about. Cause he came up in the neighborhood with us, where this is what was going on. You know what I'm saying? Nobody. Brad was like Jeezy before Jeezy.
Come on, man.
Brad was talking that dope shit, that street shit.
Come on, man.
Way before niggas was on that dope shit and that street shit. You feel me? Because this is the environment.
That's what's happening in that whole.
This is what's happening in this whole that area. Us, the Botany Boys, like nigga, this shit is real. When Pimp C and them came down there, they wasn't no Botany and them. Niggas was having it. Man, we took them niggas Red Man and Method Man came down here. They was at Daryl Scott's shop.
Wait, Daryl. Are you talking about way back?
Way back. Man, Red Man and Method Man got in Kenner Bell truck and they were looking around like they was in Wonderland. The TV screens and all that shit.
They can't believe boys down here, right?
They like, man, I cannot believe these niggas down here doing this like this. Put them niggas on drink and weed and if them niggas didn't want to, they didn't want to go.
They don't want to go home.
Yeah, they didn't want to go back to Daryl Scott's shop.
Yeah.
You feel me? They like, man, they got back home.
Wait, so was Daryl Scott doing in-stores back in the game?
Yeah, Daryl Scott was doing in-stores back in the game.
Okay, take me through this, man. Take me through that Daryl Scott era of getting that Daryl Scott tape, man, hitting the boulevard, going to the park,
man.
Take me through that, bro. Like this is the foundation of all this of what we doing today. It starts right here, bro.
Let me tell you something. If you even tried to make a movie, it wouldn't do it no justice. Cause McGregor Park was like it was unlike anything you ever seen in your life. You feel me? It was like a car show every Sunday. It was like, bro, it was like nothing you never seen in your life, bro.
And ain't nobody tripping.
You feel me? The females is out, the slabs is out. Man, you had crews everywhere, man. Everybody, slabs, and it was. I can't even put it in words. You can't even imagine.
Was the North Side, South Side thing a thing way back then, or that's just something that came later on when we get to the 90s?
The North Side, South Side thing was back then was capping just like regular niggas capping, shooting, talking big six to each other, shooting the six. Nigga talk shit. You know what I mean? Nigga make fun. Cause I got a lot of player-ass partners from the North Side. My nigga Ty Tone, my nigga Bay Bay and Cricket, my nigga Maine, Big Love, Slaughter, D from Trinity. I got a lot of partners, player partners from the North Side. But niggas talk shit with each other just like we talk shit with each other. If you come through and some shit look crazy, nigga, where is you going with that on that car like that? Boy, you look like Jed Clampett coming through or some shit like that. You just talking shit. You know what I'm saying?
But it wasn't no serious thing like.
It wasn't as serious. It got serious. It got a little serious. A little altercation happened out there with one of the little J partners, NC, and nigga ended up getting killed.
At the gas station?
At the gas station.
It was a Southside cat that was tied to that?
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
Okay, can you tell that story? Because I've only heard if something happened, it was outside the club, it was across the street and this gas station.
I can't remember whether it was the Rhinestone or the Thunderdome. It was the Rhinestone, right? Yeah, it was the Rhinestone Wrangler. You know what I'm saying? And they got into it in the club and they took it out into the parking lot and they went and ended up meeting over there by the gas station. Was it a Shell or was it a? It was Shell, huh? Yeah, it was Shell. And shit, you know what I'm saying, nigga, that's how NC got killed. You feel me? But it didn't turn into no.
It just happened to be a cat from the South
It just
Side.
happened to be a cat from the South Side, and it didn't turn into a North Side, South Side rivalry where niggas was shooting up each other and killing each other. It just like one of those things happened. And nigga, we still would go out there to the Rhinestone, nigga, and have crank it up contests and shit across the street from the Rhinestone. Like, nigga, it was going down. That's when Smitty had the Lack, the Fleetwood. You know what I'm saying?
Can you talk a little bit about Smitty? Because people talk about him like this mythical character, bro, like superhero, Southside superhero shit type. Damn, then when you hear them Smitty stories, man.
You know, Smitty was just like, you know, any other nigga that your partner, like, you know him, so he a cool ass. It's like the hero and the villain. A nigga that's a hero to you, but he a villain in others' eyes. Now we know this nigga, and we talk shit, and it's fun. But to other people on the outside, they look at him like, you know, they might look at him a certain way because Smitty was an outlaw. You know what I mean? He was Smitty go get some money. Smitty come from the auto theft era.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So, you know, Smitty, Lil Larry, see, a lot of people don't even know, Lil Larry was just as wild as Smitty.
I heard about Lil Larry. I had some people on here bring up Lil Larry one time, but talk a little bit about Lil Larry.
Yeah, Lil Larry, you know, really Lil Larry, you know, that's my nigga, you know, but, you know, short niggas always is...
Little turned up, yeah.
You feel me? So, Lil Larry, but the nigga had Smitty doing crime. That's what people don't know. You know what I'm saying? Lil Larry, you know, that's my nigga throwed off. You know what I'm saying? You know, so, you know, but Smitty, you know, Smitty used to fuck with my brother and them like we all used to fuck around tough. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, like you say, if you know him, the relationship is probably different than somebody on the outside that probably got caught up in some of the shenanigans. You feel what I'm saying? You know, nigga, we all grew up together. You feel me? So, yeah, him and Dial and all them niggas grew up in Sunnyside together.
Yeah. Man, talk about, like you say, Screw was y'all DJ. Talk a little bit about the DJ Screw relationship with all y'all back in the game and all that.
Man, when we cut into Screw, man, Screw was a young cat, man. And Screw Screw had the Gumby cut with the African piece. So, man, we cut into Screw. We say, Screw, we're gonna have to bring you down to the slab, man. So we took him to Rev. That's where he got his first Southside fade. Rev was doing them Southside fade. He got his Southside fade.
Wait, y'all took Screw to get his first fade?
Yeah.
No
took
shit.
his first to get his first Southside fade. You know, and so the thing is like we was doing the music with Face, and you know, we was locked in with Rap a lot. We was all cool and shit, but we had started doing the music with my brother and them, and so Screw started off our making personal mixes for Slab shit. You know what I'm saying? We started off fucking with him. He became our personal DJ on the music blast. You know, Screw made some tracks for it. We had made tracks and everything for the SA Food project. You know what I'm saying?
He made beats for y'all?
Yeah.
No shit.
Hell yeah. Now, Screw had some hard shit. He made some shit for us, man. We sampled that motherfucking More Bounce. It was a piece in that motherfucking, man. Screw sampled that shit was hard. But it never really came out, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people ended up dying in the process of making it. But yeah, so like those first earliest, a lot of Screws that never got published, commercial published. And that's where the great tapes come in. And that's where the Fool
in the corner, that's SA Fool.
Exactly. You feel what I'm saying? Because on some real shit, me and my partner, we used to do mixtapes and shit back in the game in the hood. You know what I'm saying? And so we fell in love with the shit because he had went and got the Daryl Scott. He come by my house banging like a motherfucker. He banging Mr. Groove slow. I'm like, bitch, where you get that motherfucking tape? You know what I'm saying? And he had got it from Daryl Scott. So we was fucking around doing that slow down shit in the hood. And then, you know, when we got in dope game and shit, we left that shit alone. But when a nigga started slabbing, we went back to it, and we needed a personal DJ to start making those mixes. And that's when we cut in the screw. You feel what I'm saying? And so we started to make those mixes. And the mixes were so fucking hard that people would get in our car and steal our screw. My little cousin, Spider, this nigga would get in my car and switch the tapes out. He would take my screw out the dick and put some shit in there like steel posts. I ain't gonna cry. You ain't gonna trip.
You ain't tripping, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But nigga, you
just slip that tape.
He just nigga slip my tape. You feel what I'm saying? And so them niggas used to get our tapes. And Carlos Clark, man, them niggas used to get those tapes, take those tapes and dub them and make just as much money off screw, off the dubs, as the original tapes.
And this is what 90, what year we at right now?
Shit, that's probably about 90, 91 or something.
That was early.
Like yeah.
So this is because people were saying that his tapes weren't slow at first. Were y'all getting those tapes, or y'all was getting?
Well, when we went to him, all our shit was slow. He was doing that in Quail Meadow. They wasn't slow. Yeah.
So when y'all was messing with him, what was he living at the time?
He was in Quail Meadow.
He was in Quail Meadow.
Yeah. Man, we was over there one time. This is a little story. This is crazy. This shit is funny as hell. So we was in there and we was making this screw tape, and I'll never forget. You know, said my cousin Lily and Screw, we was in there, we in that bitch jamming. Big Bay, he sitting over there, we in that bitch jamming. And so Screw, we in there mixing that Ice Cube, that Better Off Dead, and that nigga bringing that, he brought that Mo Bounce in that bitch. And that switch, boom, 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 dum, 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 dum. You know, so we in that bitch jamming like a motherfucker. So all of a sudden, nigga, we hear somebody beating on the door, bang, 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 bang. So Screw, goddamn, you know, he tripping, like, what the fuck banging on my door? He go to the door, nigga run in, you know what I'm saying, close the door. Nigga, but right behind him was this nigga, Officer Brooks and Bess. You know what I'm saying? The nigga running from him because he was out there, you know, hustling. So the lawman come in right behind him. You know what I'm saying? He jammed all of us up. You know what I'm saying? You know, y'all got your IDs, who are you? Man, what we need ID for, man? You done ran in our house. What you know, we in them mixing. So Big Bay, goddamn man, Big Bay was sitting on the couch. So the lawman go grab Big Bay, and, you know, ask him his name and all that shit. And he go to searching him and shit. So he search on the couch. He ended up finding some weed. Boy, that nigga Big Bay eyes, man, that nigga eyes was so big.
And when you say Big Bay, you talking about the Big Bay that everybody talking
Big
about from
Bay.
Hersheywood.
Yeah, Big Bay. Yeah, Big Bay.
Can you talk about, that's another guy. Can you talk about Big Bay a little bit? I mean, I know you had the house over there with, you know, with the water and all that type of shit.
Yeah. No, Big Bay, shit. You know, Big Bay was turned into, you know, Big Bay was the shit. Big Bay was the water man back then. You know what I'm saying? When it come to, you know, but in that moment, Big Bay hadn't just turned into the water man yet, though. You know what I'm saying? You know, it was a little while after that, but yeah, but Big Bay turned into the water man. Man, he had Northridge, he had all that shit sold up. You know what I'm saying? You know, Big Bay was the man, especially because, you know, we used to smoke that water and shit.
That's what I'm saying. You come from that area, man.
Yeah, we
boy,
came, Rosalie.
I heard about that Rosalie spot.
Collinsworth, Faye.
I never heard of Collinsworth, but I heard about that Rosalie though.
Yeah. Rosalie, Collinsworth, Faye, Dreyfus. You know what I'm saying? Bell and them, Mr. Compton and all, you know, Water World.
It's crazy how y'all was. It's, man, because you know that's associated with so much, like you say water and people think like the most erratic behavior. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it was like on the South, wasn't the H period at that time. It was like, man, boys were smoking water, and that was like a player thing. Like, man, we chilling.
Well, you know, niggas have some episodes and shit. You know what I'm saying? Nigga have some episodes. You feel?
You had some episodes. You said just partners of yours and you just said
shit. I can't just remember, but I done had some episodes. Yeah, I done had some episodes like a motherfucker, babe. No bullshit. Yeah, I done had some episodes. Yeah.
Yeah. But that was what was going on though. Like everybody was.
Yeah, you have an episode every now and then. You feel me?
Yeah.
But other than that, though,
what is the thing that could, like you say, every now and then? But it was like boys wasn't smoking water every now and then. It was just every now and then these things would happen. What triggers that?
Well,
is it you already been in a mental space with whatever you got on your mind before you go into that?
It could be that, and then some of that shit is more powerful than other. But if you're in a bad mindset before you smoke water, you don't need to smoke no motherfucking water. You know what I'm saying? You need to be feeling good, and you finna hit the slab, and you finna have a nice atmosphere. And see, that's what made it all so beautiful. It all went together so well. You know what I'm saying? The screw music, the water, and all that shit. But people talk about the candy and shit. Like we was talking about. Man, we did so much to them cars besides just candy. You feel me? You gotta think surround by sound. I was the first person with the wood in my shit.
With the wood trunk?
No, with the wood grain.
Oh, the wood grain.
Yeah,
oh,
I went and got that Momo wood grain and fuck my kinfolk and them up. They like, bitch, the wood.
Yeah, I know you're talking about, yeah.
And so
you the first person with the wood wheel?
I was the first person with the wood wheel. You know what I'm saying? Quincy was the first nigga with the pop trunk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Toast was the first nigga with the bumper and the belts on the, you know what I'm saying? I don't know which it was, a Dez or Lil Bubba. It's he's
the Bubba twins now.
Yeah, with the on the bumper. You know what I'm saying? But like all that shit that we did to those cars, man, like we did all that shit. The candy, all that shit. We did all that shit. Floyd is from my neighborhood, surrounded by sound. The nigga who,
yeah. And that's what I was gonna say too. They gave y'all that edge because I mean, like you say, that South Acres, that whole family.
Yeah. So a lot of people don't know. Like you say, Floyd used to work at Audio Fabricators with Rick and Joe. You from our area, you remember Rick and Joe. Rick and Joe, the white boy Rick and Joe, they used to do music in cars. So Floyd was very familiar with doing trunks and shit. So when he went off and started doing them on his own, man, them trunks was elaborate. Man, they still don't do trunks like Floyd was doing trunks, bro.
So when you go to Surround by Sound, that's straight.
That's top of the line.
Yeah.
That's top of the line. So we had that bread, so everything was top of the line. You know what I'm saying? Like, Lil Sock and T, man, them my little niggas, Elroy, them niggas used to come fuck with us because our mentality toward the game was different. You my nigga, I want to see you on. Whatever you buying, I'm gonna give you that. You feel me? I'm gonna help you on your way where you get bread and you can go and get you right too. You feel me? That's that auto theft mentality though. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, we gonna get this, we gonna eat together. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, most niggas is just all for self.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's the most fucked up, dumb mentality in the world. You know what I'm saying? We can get more done together.
Most definitely.
You feel me?
Most definitely.
Yeah. So, so whatever phase, whatever area, I dying through all that shit. And as far as like, even with the screw thing, that ain't the only thing I did in hip hop in Houston. You feel me? Sauce Walka, and
like you say, Sancho is your
Sancho,
nephew.
that's my real nephew. That's my brother's son. You know what I'm saying? Him and D Money. So, when them niggas was doing mash mode, they was heavy on some gang shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm from the players and the getting money. I'm not no goddamn Crip and Blood. You feel me? Nigga, I want some money. So, nigga, they image, nigga, Tinker had to change and do some things, you know what I'm saying? And we came up with the soft shit and it fit them perfect. They changed the style. You feel me?
So the Sauce thing was a group of y'all kind of sitting around and saying, man, how we gonna turn this thing into something that
So I understood this here. Like, as far as like the gang shit, you attract what you are. All right. So if you put that energy out there, you know, gang banging shit, that's what you're gonna have at your show.
You fighting
You're
for
gonna
your
have
life every
you
time
have
you
a
leave the
lot of
crib.
niggas that ready to, you gonna have some niggas about, you know, ready to shoot up some shit, you know. So I'm like, man, you gotta come with a money style, man. You want the bitches, you want players and shit at your show, you gotta come with the money style. And so that's when a nigga came up with the sauce shit. You know what I'm saying? And Walk, I'm gonna tell you, Walk have a drive about him. You know what I'm saying? He have a drive. You see his energy. His energy says his motor runs high. You know what I'm saying? So I knew he would have to be the flag bearer. He would have to be the nigga to carry the flag because his motor runs high. You know what I'm saying? And him and Sancho, you know what I'm saying? They just complemented each other. You feel me? And once they got that, because Sancho, that bitch, he always was into dressing fly and you know, want to fuck with hoes and shit. But once they got that style, it just fit. And once they start walking in it, you know what I'm saying?
The rest was history.
The rest was history. It took off. You feel what I'm saying? So
y'all, the connection, because I know Walk say, you know, I know Walk talks a lot about being connected to dead end area and all that. That's through y'all. Well, even though I know y'all South Acres, but that's still within that.
Well, yeah, pretty much like that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, even with Miracle Watts, you know what I'm saying. Like when I was fucking with Miracle Watts, you know,
Wait, what you had to do with Miracle Watts?
Me and Miracle Watts, you know, that's my girl. So when I first married Miracle, you know, she was in the clubs and shit. She doing her thing and shit. And so the thing about it is, like, when she was going to different photographers. And she was, you know, the bitch was always been fine. You know what I'm saying? So, but she would go to these photographers and they'll have her taking pictures with these white sheets and shit. And I'm like, baby, that's not photography. There's no imagination in that shit. You know what I'm saying? Your best work is when you can go to a photographer who has an imagination. They got some ideas for you.
Got a vision for you.
They got a vision for you. You know what I'm saying? You can't let anybody take your pictures. You feel me? And you go to them and you put your ideas and they'll take your idea and they'll expand on it and y'all expand on it together. And then you're going to come up with some dope shit. You know what I'm saying? And so she started working with some different photographers and she ended up fucking with the nigga from Fawcett. But I had put her in a video I did with my nephew. And she went from that video and she did the video with Slim Thug. And then she went to Media Takeout. And then she just blew. You know what I'm saying? So I done been involved. I done helped so many people and had my hands on so much shit, you know, with Houston hip hop and the rap scene. It's more than just candy cars, bro.
That's what I'm gonna say. Talk about too, because I mean, you tied a lot to the West Coast as well. You know what I'm saying? Talk about
heavy.
that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, man, I've been fortunate to meet a lot of really cool ass people through Face. And you know, Face, he get a bad rap. A lot of people think Face, like, he never did, like saying, you know, shit like he never did nothing for the niggas in his neighborhood or different shit like that, man. When we was working on the S.A. Fool album with Screw and shit, what happened was, like, Face, we had tracks we did with Mike Dean and Brad. We got tracks that we did with Mike Dean and Brad. And you know, Mike Dean, he with Kanye and Jigga and them now, but we got tracks we did with Mike Dean and Brad and with Screw and shit. And so what happened was it just...
So y'all had a project with production from Screw, Face, and Mike Dean.
And Mike Dean, exactly. But halfway through the project is my brother, you know, Toast got killed, my brother got killed, my other little partner, J Baby got killed. Like, you know, people just started dying. You know what I'm saying? And it's the craziest shit because when you look at the SUC shit, it kind of, I empathize with them niggas because, like, niggas just started dying. You know what I'm saying? Like Pat, that shit was crazy, and High Hawk ended up Dan and Cope and Pokey, and you feel me? So I, like the last members left is, like Mike D and Kiki and them, and you know what I'm saying? And so me and Mike D, we was talking the other day. He was like, nigga, you really, SUC, nigga, you really was in the, in the infant stages and putting this shit together. And I was like, man, I appreciate that. I take that shit as a compliment. I feel like I'm a prodigal son.
I feel like if Screw was alive, the information I'm learning now, SA Fools, a lot of y'all would have been brought back into that to be known to, like, these are the guys that when I was first starting.
Right, yeah. And you definitely right. It's just like when me and you was talking, and I told you, like, Screw came to my house over there in Sunnyside on Galesburg. You know what I'm saying? And man, he came over there and he picked up the wax, and the nigga just came over there and he said, man, nigga, we had talked, and it was basically like a I love you moment, my nigga. Like, and he was like, he came, picked up the wax for heavyweight, and man, when that nigga left out the door, that was the last time I seen him, man. The nigga ended up dying. Square business. That was fucked up. But yeah, so
you was telling me it was another cat that was slowing down music though that wasn't Daryl Scott or Michael Price back in the game. What I was asking you, saying you didn't.
That's my nigga Tremere. Me and Tremere. Yeah, me and Tremere. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, me and Tremere. Like I told you, man, we used to just me, Tremere, my nigga Mark Fox, Walter Fox. You know what I'm saying? Niggas that went to Worthing know. You know what I'm saying? All the niggas that went to Worthing, they know. And so, but that was just a thing. But, even, when as a kid, we've all experimented and fucked with that record player. You feel me? The first record like that I fucked with on some slow down with shit was the Rapping Duke. Da hard, slow that bitch down, you know what I'm saying? And Rapper's Delight. Boom, boom, boom. Ba-dum, dum, 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 dum. You know what I'm saying? So the shit was always fucking around. You feel me? It was always there. So I guess looking at it, it was destiny. It was bound to happen one day. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it's so much. Like, nigga, Screw, like Hump, he recorded the Leprechaun album at my house studio in the closet.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Lil Flip was a little nigga. Man, it was the damnedest thing, man. Flip, he was young, man. Flip he had been with Hump since he was like 13 or some shit, 14 and shit. So Flip was in there, he was saying them little ABC raps and shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm laughing like, motherfucker, man, that little nigga, where's this nigga going with these little old raps, man? And shit. Man, that nigga turned out to be the GOAT. You feel me? Out of all the niggas, this nigga turned out to be the GOAT. This little nigga.
And it started at your crib.
And he did it in my crib. It's the damnedest thing, man. I was like, damn. In the closet. Hump, I tell you, square business.
That's crazy. Because Hump come from that whole thing, that side over there with y'all and all.
Yeah, Hump, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I hate to see, because we be watching empires rise and fall because of egos and shit, you know what I'm saying? Egos and, character shit, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, you gotta, it's enough money out here for everybody, man, and you just have to, if you do it the right way, as long as you get you know what I'm saying, then
shouldn't be no problem.
It shouldn't be no problem, man. Let nigga, you go and get yours. You feel me? I'm good. We did what we came to do. I'm a millionaire, you a millionaire, man, whatever, man. What you want to do, I ain't trying to, bound and chain you nigga to me and, fuck all that. Nigga, we did what we came to do. You feel me? But, like, niggas, niggas want your soul, nigga.
Greed and ego, man, kill more amazing situations than
more amazing situations than anything. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, I always say, you know, with this shit, you know, niggas that, you know, you been in the streets, you know, you got two families. You got your family you go home to, and then you got your street family.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Now, when you that nigga and you the lead dog, then you got to take care of both. I got to look out for the best interests of both. So when I get to where I'm going, I got to make sure I got to be judicious with the blessings. You feel me? I got to make sure everybody, you know, try to give everybody something. Because these streets is like this here, man. You know, you got to have muscle. I don't care. You got to have muscle. Because if you get caught straggling out there by yourself, yeah, some niggas can run up on you. You know what I'm saying? You can try to extort you, try to, you know, play games with you. So, yeah, you got to have some muscle, and you got to take care of them killers. You got to feed your dogs. That's facts.
Yeah, yeah.
Every real gangster know this.
Yeah. But they'll turn on you, man.
Oh, they'll turn on you.
Yeah.
They will turn on you, man.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? So, yeah, you got to, that's part of the game. That's part of the game. You know. But, yeah, man, you know, I guess, you know.
Who would you, when we talk, okay, we're going to go back to Slab before we get out of here. Who's the Slab King? Because you done seen a bunch of cards in your time.
I say the SA Fools is the Slab Kings. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're talking about niggas who started the culture and the culture came out of that, then yes, them niggas is the Slab Kings. Period. The whole crew. Like, now you see red lines and everybody got a line and everybody. I think that's you have to honor that.
So we gonna credit red line with the SA Fools.
Yeah. The black line with the Botany Boys.
Yeah.
The gold line with Derrick Hines and them. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. And when, you know, Mike D said it on my boy WB, his podcast, he was right, man. It was about 30 niggas in my neighborhood that had slabs. It ain't too many people can say that. You feel me? Like, niggas was on it. It's facts. You know what I'm saying?
That's South Day, cause that look, cause it's a small area,
man.
But y'all cover a lot of ground, man.
Yeah, that era.
Yeah.
A lot came out of that era. It all came out that era. And most of the people that niggas think, you know, they was rolling with us. Blunt was rolling with us.
This was when, like you say, before he went red, when he had the yellow.
Yeah,
card.
when he had the yellow, you know, he came and started fucking with the red and shit. And, you know, him and Toast like this here, you know, me, him, and Toast. And, you know, Toast like, man, you got to take that yellow off, man. You got to, you know, Toast was a funny nigga, you know what I'm saying? Blunt, you gotta take that yellow off, you know. You know what I'm saying? And so it was just funny, and you know, and we all used to roll together. Me, Pat, you know what I'm saying? I was supposed to have been on My Homies. I was supposed to have been on Ghetto Dreams. You know what I'm saying?
So how you miss My Homies and how you miss Ghetto Dreams?
Man, I'm gonna tell you something. That nigga Brad came in there with that track. That track, you have the one with Roger Troutman on it. But before it had Roger Troutman on it. Man, and he played that track, and I was like, boy, that is one ugly track, man. Man, you ain't got nothing better than, I'm on some bullshit. Man, you ain't got nothing better than that. That's to me, though. That's to me.
It was jamming, though, man.
But it was jamming. You feel me? I'm tripping. You know what I'm saying? I guess I'm you know, I could be unknowingly a dumbass sometimes. You know, I'm like, man, that is not jamming, man. And so, he ended up going on and doing the track with Roger Troutman on the bitch. I say, this sorry some bitch. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't on the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So, that ended up happening. I went to jail on the Pat shit. I was supposed to been on Ghetto Dreams. I ended up going to jail, and I missed getting on that project. But
like it was a short stint, or you had to go sit down with Ron the Time.
I just had to go sit down. I caught a motherfucking like an aggravated kidnapping charge. Some shit.
Oh yeah.
Some bullshit. Yeah. But yeah, man, I got my prince is on so much shit when it come to this Houston shit, culture and shit. You know what I'm saying? And not just me, but you know, my partners and shit just, you know, just being in it. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, like me and Dirty Red, we talking, you know, so it's like I don't like the way with SUC they try to alienate certain niggas when they do certain functions. Because the Botany Boys are, to me,
that's foundational SUC stuff.
That's foundational SUC shit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Them my niggas. You know what I'm saying? So, like Head and Dez and Dirty and them, you know what I'm saying? C-Note, C-Note, that Mars little kinfolk, him Kirby and them, you know what I'm saying? Been
Kirby, yeah, I bet Kirby. Yeah.
So, little C-Note, he was a little frail little nigga, you know, glad, you know, when we was young and shit, you know, but on some G shit, nigga.
You got to give them their card, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like, how y'all niggas gonna try to blackball niggas that was really doing this shit when y'all was talking about this shit?
That's the thing about that botany. Everything they was rapping, them boys was living it.
Yeah. Nigga, like square business. Like, nigga, we was doing
like it was a gift and a curse too, because unfortunately boys ended up having to sit down and whatever. But when you talking about real rap, like that's real rap. You know what I'm saying?
Square business.
That's real rap.
Yeah, like, you know, when we were so far ahead of the game. You know what I'm saying? With all that shit. You know, and niggas talk about, you know, niggas be trying to be all they could be in the social media army, man, you know. Making up shit, saying shit. But I do have to correct about this here. You know, C-No say he was the first nigga to do a freestyle on a screw tape. That would be a falsehood, because I did a freestyle. I was the first person to tell Screw to plug in the mic so we can talk and shit on the mixtapes. That's why you hear on the first 3 in the morning, we giving them shout outs to Sock and Third Ward niggas and players and shit on that, you know what I'm saying? First one did that shit. And I did a freestyle to by the time we get to Arizona. You know what I'm saying? But this was before the commercial tapes. You feel me what I'm saying? Nigga, me and Screw in that bitch, and I did a freestyle to by the time we get to Arizona. Chuck D.
Man, so you tell him that, because at the time he's not really thinking about it. He got a mic, but this ain't a part of his mix.
Yeah, he wasn't really thinking like that. And we did 3 in the morning, man. It's like,
and it's the first 3 in the morning.
This first 3 in the morning.
Phase is the 3 in the morning.
This phase is 3 in the morning, exactly. So, man, we had like 3 or 4 turntables and some CDs in that motherfucker, you know, when we did that hoe for Big Time. Because Big Time wanted to put one out. You know what I'm saying? And so we ended up doing that motherfucker. And so that was like the segue and laid the groundwork for Screw when he came back and did the second 3 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? So you know, yeah, like you say, man, a nigga, it ain't just the candy cards. Like, you gotta think all that shit came out of our era.
Man. That's real, man. Bro, I didn't know you was that close to Screw though, man. You talking about the first one to do the freestyle and all this.
No, Screw was, man, come on, man. Screw was like my little brother, man. Square business. You know what I'm saying? Some little differences happened and shit just kind of went different ways, but, you know, but like you say, when that nigga came by my house, you know, we picked the ball up on some other shit, and shit, the nigga ended up passing away. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah.
Man, well, bro, I'm definitely gonna have you come back.
Yeah, I think me and Dirty Red, we went to school together and shit. We all was, nigga was, you know, we taking band and shit back then, elective. You know, we either trying to get in band. If you couldn't get in band, they put your ass in wood shop. We go to wood shop. You feel what I'm saying? Nigga had the Playboy clocks. You know what I'm saying? The OP clocks and the Playboy clock. You remember that shit?
I know you're talking about,
yeah. So that type of shit. But yeah, nah, man. Yeah, I done tripped out life, man. Like, I guess it's because I was so down. I be down, to do shit. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, let's do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Man, talk about before we get out of here. You did a record with Too Short.
Right.
Talk about that.
Oh man, yeah. So the record I did with Too Short, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my nigga Rico and Face. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas had, they passed the nigga straight in with Short. Cause Short have always been my favorite, one of my favorite rappers.
Oh, mine too, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Short was always talking that shit that I could relate to.
Short gonna give you some player shit. He gonna give you some game.
Yeah.
Like he gonna
give you some top flight game. He gonna talk shit about them hoes, the player shit. You know what I'm saying? Cause this what we was dealing with. I grew up, we get the hoes drunk on MD 2020 and fuck. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? That's what we was doing.
That's what was happening back
then. We get them on Wild Irish Rose and Thunderbird. We getting fucked up and we fucking. You feel me? So I know what that life was like, and the slab and nigga, you nigga got it by day, you got it by night. You feel me? So it was just nigga, and to hear this nigga talking about this shit was like, man, this nigga from where we from. And I actually, when I sat down and chopped it up with that nigga and we did, he did a little interview shit. I got the interview and we talked about all that shit. I was like, man, it was amazing. Hearing you talk about the stuff you was talking about, it was like, nigga, you grew up with a nigga. And it's like the Bay and Houston is like twin cities. You feel me? Like a lot of shit the niggas in the Bay into is the same shit we into.
They heavy on them cars, we heavy on them.
They heavy on them cars, we heavy on them cars. You know what I'm saying? The broads, the money, you know what I mean? The whole shit. But Houston, we don't do the hyphy shit. We got screw.
Yeah.
You feel me? Yeah, we laid back in the cut. We analyze and observe, and we paying attention on that type of shit. We ain't turned up. We ain't turned up. Yeah. So yeah, it was. But it was, man. It was a great experience, man. Probably the greatest experience. It's one of the greatest experiences in my life. You know what I mean?
You're a bona fide legend, man. You talking about Short Dog.
Fucking with Too Short. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. And do you know what the thing about it? The nigga is really him. When you fuck with Short, you listen to the record, you think he's a cool ass nigga. The niggas are dying to earth. Cool ass nigga. Nigga rolled out the red carpet, nigga. We went to the nigga studio, kicked it, smoked weed, and you know what I'm saying? Nigga fucked me up. That nigga popped that UGK on, that diamonds up against that wood, because he loved Pimp C. He loved Pimp and loved his production and shit. Man, we was in that bitch jamming. I'm like, nigga, you a 100 nigga.
That's what's up.
Nigga put a nigga on all kind of new shit that he unreleased shit. You know what I'm saying? Like some player shit. So I guess, if any other rapper that I probably would have want to work with, definitely Face, of course. But it would have been like Tupac or, Chuck D was one of my favorite rappers growing up.
Chuck? Yeah.
Public Enemy.
Them early Public Enemy albums, bro.
You feel me? Chuck and them was running it up.
Yeah, Take a Nation and all that.
Take a Nation, Yo Bum Rush the Show. You feel me? Like Chuck and them was running it up. And so them niggas were like my favorite, Slick Rick, of course. Slick Rick was just suave to me. His flow is just so suave.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you hear a lot of Slick Rick and Snoop, Devin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Slick's just suave, man. You know what I mean? I always love that nigga flow and his delivery and shit, because he got that London shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? And
it was just smooth.
It was just smooth, you feel me? Yeah, I always love Slick. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, nigga, it's so much shit. I can't, it's hard for me to even just try to put it all, like you say, in one interview.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna have you come back for sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have you come back for sure. But man, I hope y'all enjoyed this, man. Got a lot of history. We talking about Southside, SA Foods, Screw, Slab, Pop Trunk, Surround by Sound. Man, we get on a lot, bro.
Yeah, we got it. It's a lot. You know what I mean? It's a lot. And I got a new project coming out, man. Hip Slick and Cool. I got Sebo on there. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at a couple of other cool features that's gonna be on there. It's definitely gonna be like my magnum opus. You feel me?
Okay, so when you dropping that?
I'm dropping it probably within before, I guess before October for sure.
Well, that's perfect. I had you come back around that time, and we'll,
Yeah. Because I'm gonna definitely put you on it and let you put your ears on it, and you know what I mean, and let you.
And we got this new venture on Thursdays too, with Dame over there with Rain on.
Okay, at Rain,
Washington, So H-Town, man, you know what I'm saying? Y'all looking to break through, like we say, everybody be looking, man, when y'all gonna play the music, man? How we gonna, ain't nobody really giving us no opportunity Thursdays, man. Rain on Washington, man.
Yeah.
That's the opportunity, man. Shout out Dame
and T White, man. You know what I'm saying? They doing it big for the city.
Yeah.
And if y'all don't know about what the new thing that Rain, what Dame and T White and Donnie Houston is doing, they heard the cries. And so basically they creating a situation where they're gonna have tastemakers in there, influencers and everybody, a networking event, and to help independent artists break through. Donnie gonna be playing, some of the filet mignon of the Houston underground. Like, it's gonna be a beautiful thing, man. And y'all definitely need to, you definitely need to, if you got something and it's worth fucking with, y'all need to definitely tap in, man.
Yeah, man. Pull up on us, man. Thursdays at Rain, man. It's going down Breakthrough Thursdays. But hey, man, appreciate y'all tuning in.
Shout out to my little nephew, man. Shout out to my little brother, man. Dundee G Originals. You know what I'm saying? That boy, he been you know Dundee?
Nah.
G Originals? Yeah, man. He been designing clothes for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my son with this fearless individual, fearless gear. You know what I'm saying? And I'm loving it, man. I'm loving what everybody doing in Houston. You know what I'm saying? We finna do better, man. We're gonna do better by turning out more talent, create a farm system, kind of
coming together, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like really getting that unity, man.
Yeah, getting that unity. It ain't gonna be just niggas who got bread coattailing each other, man. We fucking with niggas that really got talent, man, and we
serious about what you're doing. You know
really serious about what you're doing, man, and we patching it in. You know what I'm saying? We gonna all get some money together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Street Flavor, like I say, the marriage with me and Street Flavor is unbelievable. And, it's a dream team with Dame and T White, Donnie Houston, Street Flavor. Like, this shit going crazy, bruh.
Hey, man. Y'all need to tap in with us, man. It's a whole lot going on, man. And we doing this all for the city, this all for the H, man. So, hey, man, tap in with us. OG Charlie Franks.
Yeah. Shout out to D-Red and them goddamn Botany boys, man.
For sure. D-Red, Willie, Diz, C-No.
Yeah.
Kirby D. Hey, man, everybody over there, man.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Kirby D. Man, Kirby D, man, when we was at Woodson, man. So we, you know how niggas used to fuck with each other about their mama and shit.
Yeah.
Kirby D, every day he see me, we see each other. He talk about, I'm all alone when I'm rocking with Betty.
Man.
Every time this nigga see me, man, I'm all alone when I'm rocking with Betty. Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, man, yeah, man. Hey, man, it's going down, man. Start your podcast. I'm Donnie Houston. OG Charlie Franks.
OG Charlie Franks.
Hey, man, we're up out of here.
Already.
Donnie Houston. Houston.